Hey, Doctor Indominus, Ron Victory here, and here I am joined by...
Zainreborn, who's feeling extra deadish today, joined by...
Moo! Hi.
Was that a cow? I didn't know we had a cow in the chat.
Moo. Moo. Also, you're pointing the wrong direction again. Point towards the light source. Go towards the light.
I want to ascend.
I will die! I will ascend!
I want to ascend, but gravity is really heavy today.
Gravity.
I'm having one of those days where gravity, it hates me, and it's just doubling the pressure.
Well, gravity hates you in particular.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's fun.
Just tell us what we're doing here.
We're here to record.
Doctor, come on! Doctor, what's the diagnosis?
Well, dementia. But, here we are to talk about Season 3 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory.
Welcome to even more chaotic theories about chaos theory.
Yeah, because just to clarify, this is talking about the trailer, our theories, not the actual show, because it's not out yet. We aren't time travelers.
I mean, by the time you're watching this, it's probably 2 days away.
Nah.
Happy April Fools, everybody. Except the joke is us. We're the joke.
Don't worry, I will predict everything correctly.
All right. With that, let's have you start the prediction then.
When will you die?
Today. I'm dying today.
41.
Can we cut it with the death jokes when I feel like this?
I think death is like looming over you currently.
This is gonna be the weirdest podcast. I'm usually so bright and cheery, but now, I'm just,
I'm supposed to be the depressed one.
It's almost like we're re-recording this after a 6-hour call the previous day.
No.
Gee.
No.
Maybe that's why gravity is coming back to me.
No. That's not what happened. I totally didn't mess up the recording.
Oh, definitely not.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
It's you.
It was Tank's divine intervention.
Well, let's get on Tank's good side again and recap this trailer. Let's see.
It's a test. It's a test. It's a test, bro.
Yeah, I'm testing to see my knowledge on this trailer. Let's see.
Yeah, I tested my patience.
So let's see. Sayona and Brooklyn are playing chess. The
chess?
Yeah. That's a Bluey joke. And then the Nublar 5 get on a plane. But Pierce hates planes and just crashes it in Italy. They move over to meet Ben's alleged girlfriend. And then a Pyroraptor... Oh, I'm skipping to the end. Atrociraptors at some point. There's a lot of Dominion plugins. Some familiar species. Pyro is really the only new dinosaur in the show right now. Except that's not really new. It's just from Dominion. And that's the trailer. Where do we start? Do we start with the humans or the dinosaurs?
I think we might have to start with the featherless bipeds.
Ah, yes. The species known as human. Which human do we start with? I think, actually, I know. We gotta start with this guy's partner.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, we can start with Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Brooklyn got into a fight with a Brad and stole its hand.
She just RKO's it.
Yeah. So, thoughts on the hand thing? Getting a new hand.
I'll fully admit, at first I did think it was a bit too futuristic because I didn't know the standards that prosthetics had. But after watching interviews with the actor, I realized, oh, the arms are nearly identical.
Yeah, I think they like it connects to like the nerves in the arm,
Yeah.
and then you can
So
move the fingies.
So you're telling me Full Metal Alchemist is real?
No.
Who is going to be transformed into a dog?
Who has the closest association with Doggo?
Ben's girlfriend, 'cause she's a...
Yay!
Oh boy. We're jumping right into that, are we?
Thanks for sticking up for me, buddy.
You're welcome, mate.
So, Orca, would you like to talk about that woman?
No.
Come on. You'll feel better once you get it off your chest.
At least they're honest.
I mean, you know, we got to that part in the trailer. I was like, ooh, yes, Jurassic Chaos trailer. Ooh, can't wait. And then there was that bit with like, oh, I'm in Italy. We didn't even establish where they were. But they're in Italy. And then he's like, oh, that's where my girlfriend is. And I was like, haha, no, good cap. This is where we get the epic reveal that he's single. And then a woman pops out through the door. And then I just saw red. I don't know what else happened in this trailer.
You saw the...
Yes. Yeah. She probably is the Ceratosaurus. I don't know, for all I know, because that's all I saw.
Ben, we gotta talk about your love life. I think you need help. You're dating Beckel Spinaxes and now Red? What's wrong with you?
He has a very specific
Hello?
type. Ah! Don't
Oh,
jump
boy.
scare me.
I don't know why, but this image gives me like big, like FNAF jump scare vibes. Like to me, it looks like she's just supposed to like jump out of the screen at the viewer.
Fake Italian. She doesn't have an accent.
Where's the pizza bella?
She doesn't speak. Benny boy. Benny. You disappoint me, Benny.
The Italian Mosasaurus.
Mo, Larry Cully. Where is my lunch? I need you to kill the Nublar 6. They taste like chicken.
How does he know that?
The rebirth Mosasaurus. I know all. I have all-seeing eye. I have eyes where you don't even have eyes.
I'm the Godfather. I know all.
You have eyes on the back of my head?
Turner out in Dominus.
So, this bitch is in the trailer. I hate her, I despise her. All of my being is kill. Kill is the demand that my brain is telling me to do. That's my code at the moment. She is. She's evil. She has to be. You know, she's manipulating him. That's the only logical conclusion to this. I mean, to be fair, she does find Bumpy's egg broken. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me if she just went around the corner and just stirred comped it. It wouldn't surprise me if she went around the corner and just curb stomped the egg, smashed it into pieces.
It wasn't her.
It was Yaz.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I mean, my point still stands, right? Okay, Yaz discovers it, but, you know, she discovers it broken, so the went around the corner and curb stomped it. That's what happened.
The death of Speckles.
Yeah. That's what happened. That is fact. That is going to happen. That's not headcanon.
Of course.
And that's not even a theory. That's just true.
Of course. She hates the infant. Because it takes Ben's affection away from her.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
And
She's a monster.
here I was thinking the logical answer. She hates it because it's named Speckles. She knows.
She knows.
It's a Tarbosaurus this whole time.
Bumpy, you got some explaining to do.
What can I say? Mother and son have the same type.
What have I done? What have I brought into this world? What abominable fanfic have I just accidentally written? So, like, the egg. Okay, I have some questions about the egg. Do we think it's just going to... Eggs. When I wake up, first thing I do...
Eggs.
Is to look around for something to chew. Exactly.
I
Feeding myself is very, very tricky
Adonis
because
and
you
I's
see I'm
tisms
ridiculously
activated at the
picky.
same time because we both said
Eggs.
Do we think it's just going to be Bumpy, like exactly like Bumpy, or is it going to be like a different thing? Are they going to give it a unique color?
it's gonna be bumpy, but like has like a special pattern / color to it. I think.
I don't think it's going to differ too far from Bumpy. I think it's essentially just going to be Bumpy with freckles.
Because here's the thing, it just feels like they're just treading on this ground a lot with the baby sidekick dino trope. It started with Bumpy, which was okay. It made, that was the first time. It was nice. But then they did it with Beta. And that was kind of pointless because Beta was irrelevant to the movie. She was literally just there to sell toys, and she didn't even have that many toys. And then in Rebirth, we're getting it with...
It was the Dolores.
Oh, yeah, see, it's happening again. And now I feel like this is just Bumpy 2.0. It's just another marketable baby that they want to sell. It just feels like that. I mean, if they do integrate it into the plot, I don't know, they use something with it. But for now, it kind of just feels like that trope where they're just trying to sell more baby dino toys.
To be fair, Beta's inception wasn't purely for merchandise. Apparently, Beta's very existence was apparently a pitch from Bryce Dallas Howard, and apparently she got implemented into the movie from there. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if Universal said yes to the existence of Beta because of the merchandise.
Yeah, it's all about that marketing. We make cute baby dinosaur, and then its role in the movie is nothing. It does nothing.
It was a plot device.
Yeah, but it's the exact same plot device as Macy. Speaking of Dominion marketing, Pyroraptor. This time I came prepared. I brought my Pyroraptor out.
Well, then in that case,
Yeah, double pyros.
Well, in that case, just paste like a really cool image of a pyro over my face now.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Good. You good?
So, in Dominion, the Pyroraptor was the poster child that they plastered in all the marketing. They put it in the trailers. They put it in the thumbnails. They put it in the posters. They put it on the art of the toy, the packaging. It was everywhere. And then what did we get in Dominion? One scene that added nothing to the plot. It was literally, you could have cut it and it wouldn't have made a difference. It was literally pointless. And here I'm seeing retreading. It's the same thing. It's in all the thumbnails again. It's like every video has Pyroraptor in the thumbnail. And it just looks like we're retreading old grounds. Pyroraptor getting those feathered raptor good boy points just to get people to watch. That's inconsequences to the show. However, I made this point in the last recording, and Indominus had a good counter argument.
which is that marketing and film production are handled by two completely different teams. Like, it's not it's not the film's fault that marketing took the Pyroraptor and ran with it. Because these are two completely different teams. Due due to the way the system works and the studio, the creatives hardly ever have any say in how films are marketed. And any time where they do have any say in how it's marketed, it's very small. And the creator has to be extremely powerful. Because, from marketing's point of view, they don't care if they misrepresent the movie. All they care about is getting bums in seats. All they care about is the money the film makes, because that's their job. So, like, they don't really care if they need to misrepresent the movie or emphasize a creature's presence, because they aren't concerned about that stuff, because that's not their job.
Could you make my Pyroraptor breathe fire?
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw this, when I first glanced at it, I thought it was a screenshot from Jurassic World Evolution 2. like to me, it just looks like they just got the model from Evolution 2, put it in the show, and went, "Hey, Pyroraptor!"
Wouldn't surprise me if they did that, to be honest.
It won't be, because the way the show works is that they get the models from ILM, and they also give the models to Frontier for Evolution 2. Evolution 2, Frontier and DreamWorks don't talk to... I theorize that DreamWorks and Frontier won't really communicate with each other unless it's creatures that are incapacitacious. But what probably happens is that they are both handed the actual model for the Pyroraptor, and they both go on and do their own thing.
Yeah, because, like, why am I having a pre-existing asset with the textures, model texture rigging, that you could then just copy and paste? Because functionally, behind the scenes, it pretty much works the same in-game and also in a show.
Yes, but you're gonna have to simplify it a bit, or get rid of some details, because otherwise it would be like this, like, cartoony background, and just a photo-real Pyroraptor!
Oh yeah, I mean, slightly things have, like, changed. Like, they probably make it so, fits this setting, but, like, stuff like...
Okay, that's enough technical stuff that I totally 100% understand. This is not the only screenshot of the Pyroraptor.
Yes, because during the last time we talked, we totally didn't record, and totally didn't lose all of Orca's audio of. Like, the vast majority of that original recording was us figuring out the timeline of Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3.
You see, with the past two seasons, it was pretty... not... Okay, for the first season, it was difficult, but not impossible to place the timeline together. As for Season 2, it was very easy. We could tell exactly what was going to come first and what was going to come last. This one, we have no clue. Everything... It could be the trailer could be completely out of order, and we wouldn't even be able to tell.
Because at first, we thought there was 3 different places. We thought there was Biosyn, Malta, and Italy. But however...
You thought? I knew this already. I didn't think they were at Biosyn.
You praise yourself for being so clever, but yet you lost the audio.
Act Active
You're the
tank.
reason I have to work
Active
extra hard.
tank, not my issue.
So, we went through this multiple times, talking about different theories and theoretical ways this could work. But at the very end of it, we figured out that in Season 3, there's probably going to be 2 places, and that's Malta and Italy. Now, I believe the final theory we went with at the end is that the characters follow Brooklyn and Siona to Malta, where they do stuff there, they wreak some havoc, some dinosaurs get loose. And then after that, they hop on a plane, and in which the plane is headed to Biosyn, but during that transportation, the plane that specifically carries the main characters crashes in Italy. Now, the big thing that leaned me towards this is this photo of the Pyroraptor alongside the Atrociraptors. Because at first we thought that Biosyn Valley was in the season because of the Pyroraptor. Because we always associate the Pyroraptor and its snowy environments with Biosyn. However, here we see that it's in a urban setting. Here we see it in architecture that looks similar to what we see in the Italy shot. So due to that, we can figure out that the sequence where the Pyroraptor is chasing down the characters isn't in Biosyn Valley. For some reason, it's in Italy. Maybe the reason why the Pyroraptor is there is because possibly it was in the transporting plane that crashed, thus setting it loose in Italy, where the plane crashes alongside the core cast.
Brilliant deduction, my dear Watson.
If you
I don't
analyze
even-
every single pixel, go pixel perfect analysis, you'll find a nerd. Nerd.
So let's analyze this scene here. Then we got the white woman's Atrociraptors and the Pyroraptor surrounding what seems to be Ben's girlfriend's mother.
No.
Yes, the mother, the demon.
I mean, she's a walking target. Look at her. She's blue. What do you? There's in this town of gray.
We found
They're just
blue.
gonna-
We found blue.
She's in the show.
That means the blue is beta, but also red.
This is after the sledding scene, right?
Probably. I'm thinking that this is probably in like the last 2 episodes, I think.
Okay, and this might be like one of the. There's only one Pyroraptor, right?
Yeah, as far as we know.
Okay, then in the snowboarding scene, since there's only one Pyroraptor versus 5 humans, I want to see this happen. I want to see Yaz
On the Pyroraptor.
throw hands with the Pyroraptor.
You just see her just like suck a punch of Pyroraptor.
Hey, she swung a bat at a Nothosaurus. I think she could at this, and then that was when she was a teenager. She's a grown woman now. I'm sure she can punch a Pyroraptor in the face.
She kills it with 1 punch.
Like, these kids have been through so much worse than just one singular Pyroraptor that loves to bury itself. I think they can take it.
Yeah, like, let's put... These characters are probably the most experienced characters in the entire franchise.
Whoa.
How many dinosaurs have they been chased by? How many times have they almost died? Well, if we included the Choose Your Own Adventure movie, they have died multiple times.
Exactly.
Except we can't, because that is no longer canon. It no longer exists.
I still can't believe that our video is like one of the few surviving things of that film.
Yeah. Tarbosaurus is that's a species I want to see make a return. Tarbosaurus, because it was exclusive to that, and now that that's no longer a thing, Tarbosaurus has been sent to the void.
It's been yeeted.
It's lost. It's as much as lost media as Suchomimus used to be. Ow.
Ooh, I just remembered. I was like, actually, it was a genuine one. I was like, why not Microraptor or Gigantoraptor?
Ah, yes. Good choices right there. 2 more. Because right now our only a truly feathered dinosaur is the Pyroraptor, and that guy's kind of controversial.
Mm-hmm.
If we could get something like Frontier's version of the Gigantoraptor, that would... Can you just imagine that? Like, at some point in this... Like, hypothetically, they're in Italy, and all of a sudden a Gigantoraptor just walks around and starts kicking trash cans around.
I want my giant chicken.
Trash cans. Have you seen how big that thing is? It would be kicking people.
Okay, hang on. No, not the trash cans, but those really big dumpsters.
The wheelie bins?
Yeah,
I want my giant Kentucky Fried Chicken. Where's my giant KFC?
to make it even more evil, it takes the recycling bin and mixes it with the garbage bin.
Ah, no, that is truly KFC right there.
At night, when you put the recycling bin out, it intentionally goes out of its way to switch them.
I'm lost now.
True evil at its finest.
Yeah, now I need Gigantoraptor. We need the true villain of the show. We keep coming up with new true villains for Chaos Theory.
We don't need to do
How
that.
do we keep
have
doing
the true
this?
villain of the show.
And that is probably not the answer I'm thinking of.
Who do you think it is? The one that opened the door to greet Ben.
See, exactly. We changed it again. Before this, it was red.
She is red.
Oh, that's right. Gotta coincide with our last theory. Everyone is red.
No.
I'm
red, you're red.
That-
We're all red, stubby da.
Double D, double die. No, it's like red in human form. Because don't you know dinosaurs can transform and
Red is a changeling.
like they confuse together.
This fanfiction is getting even weirder. We got an evil
Not
Gigantoraptor.
fanfiction, and it's real.
Oh, so you're saying it's canon that Red and the girl confused together?
Yes.
Wow. What you're telling me is so then at the final of the show, she's gonna reveal herself as Red Girl, and then and Ben is like, "I will stop you once and for all," and fuses with Bumpy, and it's a battle of the fusions.
Who needs Dinosaur King when you have this?
This turned into Steven Universe.
Or Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry, are we boring you?
Dude, it's too early for you to yawn. I'm the one who's dying here, remember? So, we talked about the Pyroraptors, and is that a good... And since we have the Atrociraptors here, I guess we can talk about them next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're actually in the season.
They've been in every season, technically.
Well, Red was in the last season. The others
Yeah.
weren't.
Yeah. But now's a chance. We can see the whole family back together.
A family reunion.
The weird dysfunctional family. We got Ghost, Red, Tiger, Panthera, White Woman, Santos, Dotson, and Brooklyn joined in.
And Pyroraptor.
Oh, Pyroraptor's an honorary mention, I guess. He's just there.
Cousin that you see like once every like 5 years.
Just like, hey fam, it's your favorite uncle.
Hey. Oh yeah, you're that person.
That's why they never invited him, because he was different.
Oh, poor guy.
That's why he was banished into Minion, alone on the mountains. He wasn't trying to eat Owen and Kayla. He just wanted his family back. He saw that she was a pilot and said, hey, I need a ride. Can you help me out here? I can fix your plane. I'm a mechanic.
I'm a pilot.
I'm a pilot.
Wasn't there, like, a certain poster with the white woman and a certain Atrociraptor that looked like a very cool advertisement.
This seems
Yeah,
to
this
be
one.
possibly a in-universe poster. And due to this one's existence, this does tell us that the white woman is a Biosyn creation.
Dun 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 dun. I remember seeing that for the first time and thinking, whoa, that would be such a cool in-universe advertisement. Like, I can just imagine, like, on a billboard, you see Biosyn, bridging the gap between dinosaur and humanity for a better future.
Dinosaurs.
Brought to you by
Yeah.
KFC.
This is what Biosyn's been truly going after. They've been trying to create trying to create fusions.
Like, it
Look
would
at
be so cool if this was a legit actual ad in the universe, but the next image kinda ruins it and makes you wonder if this is even an in-universe ad.
It features Kenji,
I cannot.
and who I think is Ben's girlfriend's mother.
I can answer the question. Yes, this is real. She is the secret agent for Biosyn.
Then why is Kenji in the poster? Are you saying he's double crossing the team again?
Yeah, for the 100th time.
And let me guess. Let me guess what happened. This is gonna be his new mother figure, and then she reveals she's working for Biosyn. So Kenji goes with her. And then the other campers decide, oh my gosh, Kenji was evil this whole time. I can't believe him. We never should have trusted him. Are they really gonna do that again?
No. It's he's gonna find out she's working for Biosyn. She reveals the secret of what Biosyn are doing, which is the dinosaur fusion. Then he is going to apply for that to fuse with the shiny, glowy Parasaurolophus to try and win back Brooklyn. They said, look, this is what you missed out on. Notice me!
Appreciate me! Appreciate my view!
This fanfiction's getting weird. Oh, wait, sorry. This reality is getting weird. Like, judging by this hug, and if she turns out to work for Biosyn, Kenji, where are you, buddy? Kenji, I am so sorry, my friend. They just hate you this time around. You can't catch a break. Like, you keep losing everything. You lose your girlfriend, you lose your father, you lose your house, you lose your fortune, you lose your sanity, you lose everything. Tell me, are you okay?
But he gets cool dino powers.
Oh, that's true. Fuses with the para. Oh wait, it works out. They're both wearing green.
Perfect.
It works out perfectly. He's got green top, blue pants. She's green and blue. It works.
Wait, so Kenji was plankton that entire time? Kenji,
Where are we
trying to
going?
speak
How
to
do we
us?
keep doing this?
I don't know. Why we like this?
It's like we try to have a train that goes in a straight line, but every single time it derails and we spend an hour trying to re-rail it again. It goes 3 seconds forward and then derails again.
I have a very clear answer for this. It's
Say
called
it.
neurospiciness.
No, this one. This one just looks like a meme template. I receive 4 Atrociraptors and a Pyroraptor. You receive money. Can I do it?
I was trying to think of a joke. I actually for once couldn't think of one.
You know we have to do it to him.
Let us talk.
I just myself.
Have you ever played Among Us, Gregory?
You receive dinosaur fusions. I receive lots and lots of money.
Really, I feel like, I don't even think that's a good, like, the only one that feels like a real advertisement is that first one. But the other two just feel like promotional images.
Because they
And the
are.
second one doesn't even make sense. Except for Orca's explanation.
It's almost like they are just promotional images.
But it really sucks for the first one because it looks like such a good in-universe ad.
It might be, it might not be. There's only one way to find out.
We could be going down a rabbit hole, just like that pterosaur that was allegedly in season 2.
I'm still angry about that. I spent I saw 10, 15 minutes talking about it. I'm predicting about. I'm going. Ooh, this looks like a brand new pterosaur. It has a long tail. It has a different crest. I think that, and considering how it's a major thing in this poster for this new season, I think it's going to be brand new. I should really listen to what I preach, because the thing that inspired that poster was the Dimorphodons in the bush, and maybe the Pteranodon that the Suchomimus eats. That's it.
Huh.
Not
Suchomimus ate a
little
lot that
Markson
day,
thinks
you know?
A big old plot
Yeah.
device.
This mailbox is mine, and this triagonal sign. That blue balloon, the month of June, they're mine, 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 mine.
What is the next topic? We're kinda, compared to the last recording, we have no idea where we're going.
Yes,
And at the
because
same,
it's almost like last time. The big thing for us was figuring out everything and discovering and seeing brand new stuff for the first time. But now we have seen all the brand new stuff.
Wait, so because you didn't actually talk too much about the images in Malta, right? Like with Dotson and the lady.
it was mostly just you two theorizing where that took place.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I kind of thought it was in Malta because of the bricks.
I thought it was in Biosyn because I always associate Dodson with Biosyn, and because one of the screenshots includes Biosyn in a white environment, implying that he's in Biosyn because it's a predominantly white environment.
Yeah.
And
But you did sort of counter it with I guess a timeline. I tried to connect it maybe would we get a snippet of the Dominion Malta, but from the perspective of the campers in this, and then also would the Atrocoraptors get transferred to business lady?
Mhm.
There's
but
also
Then
White Woman
Indominus,
was there.
but then Indominus eventually revealed that that there is another season confirmed.
Yeah.
And also, in the shots in Malta, it's not the Allosaurus and Carnivorous like in Dominion. Inside the building, it seems like a Baryonyx and Ceratosaurus get loose, and Stygimolochs are set loose into the streets of Malta, which aren't the dinosaurs which get loose in Dominion.
So now we also have confirmed locusts. They got tired of being cooked.
Yeah.
How do you? Is that even? Why would someone look at that thing and think, tasty?
Because there's a lot of them.
I guess. Oh, actually, who am I to talk? I remember, in some countries, hornet larvae are like a delicacy. Anyway, here we have the pic. Oh, I forgot how cool that Bary, that shot of the Bary looks.
Wasn't there a Baryonyx in the Malta scene? Question mark smiley face.
There was.
There was, but the one in Malta was a juvenile, and also it only had one arm. It had a prosthetic one instead. And this one obviously isn't that because it's big and it still has two arms.
But it's probably gonna die anyway because this show loves killing Baryonyxes.
Yeah, if there's a chance it might be the mother of one that we see, but even then that's clutching at strings.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Little Nightmares where everyone just assumed Six and the Lady were somehow related when it just turns out they weren't. They had no connection at all. And then this could be the same thing where we're just assuming it's related to the Bary's Grim or the juvenile Bary, when really it's just another Bary because they're everywhere.
And also, as we mentioned the baryonyx that's in Dominion, something that I noticed is that when it seems like that when Brooklyn arrives in Malta, she doesn't have her prosthetic arm yet. So maybe what happens is that when she's in Malta, she sees that baryonyx and has a connection to it because it's been through the same experience, because it's like her. It's missing an arm. It has the same disability as her. And maybe that's possibly what inspires her to get her own prosthetic arm.
Huh. Cute. That's a cute. She has her own friend. This is her fusion partner.
Except this fusion partner has killed a person.
If the fusion, does it take the mind of the human, or does it make an amalgamation? Do they carry each other's traits? Does Brooklyn become more aggressive and murderous if she fuses with one-armed Bary?
I don't know.
That wasn't the answer I was hoping for.
But it just so happens that our baryonyx mauls Rain Delacourt alongside its partner in crime, the brand new creature for the season, presumably. The Lystrosaurus.
The devil.
Leonard.
Good lord, they somehow made him freakier.
I know, he looks horrifying.
Looks like an old man.
That is the face of an old man that wants to kill you. Look, anyway, I will say something about the Lystrosaurus. I do know that since the Lystro never had a full-on model, like an actual model in Dominion, it was just an animatronic. That's why its movements. Oh, I have to pull out the Lystro. Hold on. Okay, so in Dominion, its movements were very slow and sluggish. Like, oh man, what the hell's going on? I feel worse than Zainreborn right now. Gravity's killing me. And then in the show, I imagine since it's gonna be like a proper, like an actual,
model.
Yeah, it's a model. They're gonna probably, even now we can see from this screenshot, it's gonna be a lot more movement. It's gonna go.
I'm not seeing enough movement.
And I gotta be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I kind of liked its slow, sluggish movements in Dominion.
Hold on, I'm just thinking about it now. There must be a 3D model for Lystro somewhere at Industrial Light and Magic. Because in the extended edition, it decapitates a Oviraptor, a completely CGI character. The Lystro will have to be CGI to get that interaction.
Oh, okay. But they still managed to make the movements very fluid. Like, it's very quick, done.
Actually, I'm actually curious to see how they did that now. Hold on. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, it seems like what they did is that specifically when the Lystrosaurus gets up and launches at the Oviraptor, it looks like it seems like that's what happens in that very moment. The Lystrosaurus is both practical and CGI. It looks like what they did is that it's a CGI body, so it can get those fluid movements. But it seems like what also happened is that it's a real head. So potentially what may be happening here is that most of the Lystrosaurus is CGI here, everything from the back of the head will be CGI, and maybe the front of the mouth, so it can actually get that proper interaction. Or it could be a completely, or the head could be completely real, and it's interacting with a real object that they're putting the Oviraptor onto. That's actually, I think that's really clever, actually.
Yes. Either way, it produces fluid movements. But now in the show, it's going to be going.
Yes. The Lystro does bring up a question about what characters are going to be in this season, from Dominion specifically. Because we already have Siona, we have Dodson. Now, for some reason, the Lystro seems to always be associated with Kayla Watts, to be specific. And we are in Malta, and she is at least during the time Dominion's taken place, she is the primary transporter of dinosaurs for Biosyn. Maybe she
She's a
isn't
pilot.
at this point in the story.
She's a pilot.
But so that does mean that there's a possibility that maybe Kayla is in this. What do you lot think of the possibility of that?
I would think that is a pretty good possibility. I'm not gonna hold my breath and say, oh my gosh, I can't wait for her to show up, and I'm gonna be disappointed if she doesn't. But I think chances are pretty good. They could potentially have her in here. I'm not sure what she could contribute. Maybe she's the pilot that crashed the ship.
Maybe.
So there was another character you had theorized.
Yes, because I'll fully admit I got this off Twitter.
Ugh. Ugh.
But apparently, in a version of the trailer that isn't English, due to the language structure, the name of a character possibly appears in a sentence. And the name is Bary. So it's possible that Bary might be in this season.
We're gonna have a Bary and a Bary?
Well, we know who Bary's fusing with.
He's fighting with Brooklyn for. He's fighting with Brooklyn for Bary.
No. Brooklyn is fusing with the one-armed Bary. Bary is fusing with the grown-up one you posted earlier.
God, I feel like we've done. Who the others would be then?
Darius can be the aloe because trauma.
Yeah.
Sammy can have Bessie, the cow. Yasmina? Oh, that's tricky. What can Yasmina have? No, wait, I remember my original joke. She can fuse with Maria. Maria is the Sinoceratops that Sammy named in Season 2 of Camp Cretaceous.
Whenever I hear the name Maria, my brain automatically goes to like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Obviously. Where else would it go?
The first thing whenever I hear that name is the Sonic Adventure 2 improv dub, where it's just a clip of Shadow going, Maria, and then there's like an explosion in the background.
Note to self: saying the name Maria causes spontaneous combustion.
Is that smoke I see, Zane?
What?
He said the word Maria, so he's on fire.
Oh no, now you said it.
The Pyroraptor betrayed me! Ah!
I am free!
Let's just jump on to something that isn't Maria, the Ceratosaurus.
Hey. I think it's somewhere else. I think someone else said Maria in that.
Oh dang. He said Maria.
The Ceratosaurus is just a really big Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
What?
You have legs!
Yeah. Didn't you know?
Ah. Ooh, you do the cha-cha-cha. Quick step, quick step.
This is
This is hard.
cursed.
Tango!
I'm not a very good dancer. Oh, you want to see cursed?
Ah! The spider!
I will force you to say her name.
Spider ball. Spider ball. Does whatever a spider ball can.
Yes, because we are getting the Ceratosaurus in this season, and it looks like it's going to be in Malta.
But there's something unique about this Cerato from every other one previously.
Yes, because it looks like at least the face of the Cerato here has had major reconstructions. Because the Ceratosaurus in Camp Cretaceous is made to replicate the Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, of course. But the one in Jurassic Park 3 isn't really a Ceratosaurus. Because the Jurassic Park 3 Ceratosaurus, from what I know, is just a remodeled T-Rex. Like, it's just a T-Rex head with a Ceratosaurus horn on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
However, here, in Chaos Theory, it seems like they have added new. It seems like they actually made it have the correct anatomy. Well, at least somewhat, the correct anatomy for a Ceratosaurus, because because you can tell it's different from the previous Ceratos because the nasal horn is huge, and it actually has horns on top of the eyes, and the head is a lot less blocky. The past Ceratosauruses had very big blocky heads due to it being modeled off a T-Rex, and T-Rex have big blocky heads. However, this one, it looks to have like a more sleek and slim Cerato head, much like a actual Ceratosaurus. Actually, I can give a somewhat decent reference as to what Ceratosaurus actually looks like. Albeit, there is some creative license here. It's not 100% ideal, but it's my favorite design of a Ceratosaurus, and it would give you a a better idea of what a somewhat more accurate Ceratosaurus would look like. And that is it's old by this point, but the Papoceratosaurus. Look at that head.
Yeah, it's very different.
Mm-hmm. Albeit, I do think there are a lot of I do believe there are a lot of exaggerations here too. Like from what I know, I think the nasal horn should be a bit further down the head, and smaller. But
He was trying to impersonate a unicorn.
but I'll fully admit, I'm just guessing. I'm going from what I loosely know. But this is a idea of what I guess a slightly more accurate Strato would look like. Look how thin that head is.
At first, when I saw it, I'm like, Ceratosaurus. It's not like a dinosaur I super hyped to see in the show or anything. But like, now that you've mentioned it has a possible redesign, I'm actually a bit more curious to see it. I want to see what this new guy looks like.
This is quite interesting though, because wasn't the Ceratosaurus like in the art in the concept art of the last season instead of the Suchomimus?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was for episode 1, wasn't it? No, it was for episode 2.
Yeah, which maybe leads me to the reason why they changed it is because they were planning to have the Ceratosaurus in this moment.
Yeah, and I suppose it was better at the end of the day for it to be a Suchomimus in that episode, because it does, even though it's not the same individual, it does plant the idea in the audience's head that, hey, Suchomimus exists. It's here.
Although it does lead me to the theory, like, is it at this point was it originally planned to have a Ceratosaurus in this part of the show, or was it changed as well? Or I don't know.
It might, as far as we know, it might it might have been a completely different dinosaur. It might have been something brand new. It might have been it could have been a turbo. It could have literally been anything. Like, I highly like, unless it's in the concept art at the end of the episode, I highly doubt we'll ever get a definitive answer. Unless somebody demands an answer out of somebody who worked on the show.
It gets kind of into like some territory where it's like where you can, when it comes to these, not just chaos theory, but like any of these modern Jurassic stuff, where you could potentially, with any carnivore chase scene, you could put any dinosaur in that situation, and I don't think anything would change. Most of the time. This isn't always the case. Like in Chaos Theory Season 2, in the episode where Yaz is all by herself, it needed to be a Suchomimus and a Majungus. Well, Suchomimus because it can swim. They could have used any other Spinosaur, but it needed to be that specific kind of dinosaur. And to defeat it, it had to be, well, it didn't have to be Majungasaurus, but they couldn't use another Spinosaur or anything. They needed a dinosaur that could not swim, so that the story could move forward. That's probably one of the rare cases where the type of dinosaur actually matters for the scene. Every other time, you could swap the Ceratosaurus. Actually, no, let me not use that example since it's not, we don't know how the scene plays out yet. But like, something like Camp Cretaceous Season 4, when the Ceratosaurus shows up there, you could have put any dinosaur in that situation and nothing would have changed.
I've got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Adding on to
Christ.
the concept art thing, if you're telling me that concept art of the Ceratosaurus was because they delayed it for this season, does that mean I'm gonna see a Rhinosaurus, my beloved, once again? Because that was also in the concept art.
Yes, it was. Oh, that does be. But yet again, the reason why they replaced it was probably so they could have a more obvious herbivore to fight back.
Yeah, but then that means it's like herbivores once more shafted aside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's
we can
still
bring back
bad.
Ceratosaurus. Tyrannosaurus, oh, who cares? It's a herbivore. It's weak. We don't care.
Like, if it was concept art, they may have even made a model for the Tyrannosaurus. But
They
then
have a
someone in
model for the
production realised,
Tyrannosaurus.
Hang on, this herbivore can't really fight back, or it's not what the herbivore does. So then that's when they changed it to Stego, because that's probably the most easiest one they could do. But then, like, that still means the asset is made, so perhaps they were like,
They're
sure,
already-
we'll just plonk it in here. It may just be a background creature, rather than actually integral to the story, because I imagine probably most of it, if not all of it, by now is definitely written.
Oh yeah.
But in terms of animation, it's like probably no, or at least season 4 is probably being worked on now.
Oh yeah, I
I would-
guarantee it.
So
I would be just fine if it was a Tyrannosaurus was just another background dinosaur, because then like it already has a model from Camp Cretaceous season 3. It bullied the kids.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we may see it still.
I think what will have to happen with the models being exported from Camp Cretaceous into Chaos Theory is that the majority of them will probably need a graphical upgrade, because like just look at the difference in quality visually between Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous. Like, look at the detail on this wood right here. Detail that I don't think they really would have had in Chaos Theory. In Camp Cretaceous. No, so look at the Cerato. The Cerato is slightly out of focus here, but you can still very clearly see all the scales on it. And that's detail I don't really think we would have gotten in Camp Cretaceous. At least not as refined as it is here.
So weird, because Camp Cretaceous already had some really stellar animation,
Yeah.
and then they made it even better. How is animation evolution at its finest?
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
I guess there's Pierce if allegedly that might be Pierce.
Yeah, because if that is Pierce, that could mean that we could get an answer to the question Darius asked in the first season when he saw Big E.T. No, it was Little E.T. Where he went,
It was
where
Big
are all
E.T..
these dinosaurs coming from? Never mind. Which was, where did you come from? Because him saying that does imply that, yeah, we're going to get an answer to what happened to the dinosaurs on Mandicorp Island. Which would include Pierce, who might be in the new season.
Now we just need to figure out what happens to Angel, Rebel, Firecracker, the Nothosaurus, Little E.T., Toro, and who am I forgetting?
The Spino.
Ah, there we go. That's the big one, because they wouldn't bring him back again, would they?
I just hope he gets left in peace. Like, he's been through enough. He's seen how the fandom's treated him.
Let him enjoy his retirement.
Let his nephews take over.
Yeah, that was one of the good things about Season 5, is that they didn't kill the Spino. They just let him get away. So now we can just assume he's just living his best life in retirement.
The first thing that came to my mind is, do you know that meme of like the gorilla swimming in water with like life
Yes.
could be a dream,
Yes, I know that one.
but just like the Spinosaurus' head stopped onto it. I guess there's two more small things we could talk about, and that's just like the one-off mention of Ben's girlfriend and mother working for Biosyn, possibly.
Yeah. I did tell you this. This is canon. That is true.
In that case, would you like to further elaborate?
She's working for the for Biosyn. She's going to betray Ben and the others.
Yeah, because like it could very easily be revealed that she didn't really care for Ben, or at the very least started a relationship with him at first to get intel out of him for Biosyn.
Yeah. That's
And
exactly what that is.
And I'm probably just thinking that due to their expressions here.
I will fully admit, though, the expression on the mother's face is too real. That is not an evil look. That is a disappointed mother look, which is infinitely scarier.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Mother.
The only thing that makes me believe this isn't a disappointed mother look is the fact that Ben's girlfriend is also putting some kind of look.
Hold on. Because this season also brings in the return of the locusts.
That's a new screenshot.
Oh!
Did I not send this to you?
Not last time, no. Hi, Hopper. It's just that's the thing. The bugs in Dominion, they are not the same as this one. This is Hopper and his gang. This is them stealing the food from the ants. The locusts, I gotta admit, I understand they're here to show it's tying in with Dominion, but I'm not really that happy to see them because they already had a whole movie dedicated to these bugs. Did we really need to let them have the show as well?
I mean, like, as far as we know, Chaos Theory might end up improving the locusts. Like, for example, the Clone Wars. Before the Clone Wars show existed, a lot of people critiqued that Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith felt very sudden, and they questioned why all the clones would turn on the Jedi so suddenly, especially since they had built this relationship with them. However, what the Clone Wars TV show did is that they further expanded upon the clones and how they function, and retconned why and how they killed the Jedi. Like, the entire thing of the clones having chips in their brains to kill all the Jedi, that wasn't in the movie. That was added by the Clone Wars show. That was added to the canon to make the actual movie stronger. Like, as far as we know, Chaos 3 might end up doing the same thing, but with the locusts.
Interesting argument. I shall give Hopper and his gang the benefit of the doubt.
Especially since they seem to be swarming at poor Baryonyx.
Oh no. He's got a taste. He got confused. He thought the baryonyx was literally made of berries.
It's now has the taste for blood.
Funny. I don't remember berries tasting so much like blood.
Now, I believe that this might be our last pick, and that is the reappearance alongside the Atrociraptors of dun 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 the White Woman.
Oh my gosh. I forgot how horrifying. She already looks unsettling, but they amplified the look to make it even more unsettling.
Every single time the White Woman appears, there you go. Can we add more to this? Yes.
Man,
He's
the
got
family
3
photo.
shorts at 3 a.m.
This is like that the family photo you put in your purse.
Yeah, like the one at
just
the top is
imagine-
like the one at the top is like trying to like actually do the family photo. The second one isn't around often enough to actually take a photo, so they compromise by taking a photo on a video call. And the third one, it just got lazy. It was just like, oh, fine, and just the worst lighting possible.
I just imagine somebody opening their wallet and they just have that picture of the White Woman.
This is what Ghost's wallet looks like. So, anything else to say about the White Woman? What interactions are we expecting from her and Brooklyn?
Staring.
They're obviously
No
going to
blinking.
interact somehow, because in the screenshot here, Brooklyn is standing next to somebody. Now, I don't think we really know who this is, because they look bald.
Bald.
So this is probably a new character, and due to the shot prior to this, it looked like they were trying to escape. So potentially in this season, Sayona finds out that Brooklyn isn't really with her, and she attempts to escape with somebody there to help, and the White Woman is in town. And they chase Brooklyn.
Hang on. You said it's bald, right? You think that could potentially be Bary?
Maybe. Hold on. Let me pull up the trailer because I'm pretty sure they did have a darker skin tone.
Oh. I'm right on the money for once.
Hold on. You might actually be onto something there. They aren't bald. They have hair.
Aw.
I just didn't see it because the hair's black.
Oh, I was so close. Well, maybe it's
Yeah.
Kayla then.
No, it's a man, and they have a
Okay.
and they have it seems like a lighter skin tone.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool if I was right, though. If I was right
Yeah.
for once in my life.
Yeah.
What's in my life?
So in that case, I go back to my other theory of how this scene goes. So, it's like Brooklyn is like, successfully tricked Sayona into thinking she's one of her. But then, I don't know, Darius or someone else comes up and says, Brooklyn, this isn't you, you're one of us, and gives her away. And then the White Woman sicks the Atrociraptors on her. But then maybe there's like an epic chase, and then something happens to the White Woman. And without the White Woman, without the Atrociraptor's main boss, Sayona can no longer control all 3 of them. so she had to sell them.
Game theory. So Yona
What?
kills white woman with red and takes the other Atroceraptors.
That's another theory.
That's a good theory.
I told
No,
you, I'm
it's
the
a
smart one.
chaos theory. I think that's it. We predicted the ending. The white woman's
Yeah.
gonna die this season.
Yeah.
So that in the next season we can lead up to Dominion and whatnot. We get Gigas, Theories, Dreadnoughtus, Dotson just stealing
Biosyn.
everyone's food.
Just because of him, Uber Eats can stay functional.
I have a question.
Oh my gosh, I just realized we could get a Quetzal in season 4.
We might. I didn't think about that. We could get a Moros too. I was gonna say like any predictions for season 4, but you just talked about all the dinosaurs, so we can't really say any.
Biosyn.
Plus, I'm pretty sure.
Biosyn.
Yeah, that.
They go to Biosyn.
Mhm.
If not, if then season 5 is the last season, or
I don't
Season two.
know if there's going to. I think season 4 will probably be the last season because I got the info for season 4's existence from Toy Fair, where they revealed the Rebirth toys in person, and they talked about that there's a new season coming out before Rebirth, and there's a new season coming out. And you can watch the new season when you come home from watching Rebirth. So potentially, the next season could come out in July.
and then like
I like
that project's finished, and then it's Rebirth, and then it's nothing until the new movie. There's gonna be Jurassic World, Camp, Chaos Theory, Cretaceous.
You just gave up on the name.
Yeah.
And it takes place 10 years in the future when Darius is a lot older now.
Yeah, and then it ties in with the other 3 movies.
And the entire plot surrounds Darius having a mortgage.
He settled down. He has children. Ben is
He's trying to hide his past.
being the biggest dilf there is.
He's married to you.
Yeah. Heaven.
So that's we were just supposed to do season 4 predictions. We jumped the gun.
Yeah, because I don't really have any season 4 predictions because
I have
season
one.
3 yet. Oh, go on.
I think I said this last time as well. If the Giga, they're gonna let the Giga show up in season 4. They gotta get that big bad money maker. Like last time it was the Spino. This time it's the Giga. And I'm actually okay with that because, as we said in Dominion, Giga was innocent. He was a good boy. He didn't kill anyone. And Rexy said, no, you die anyway. So it felt very unjustified. This time, it's a whole new writing team. They can actually let the Giga kill things. They might. One thing they could do is let the Giga eat one of the main characters, actually gets a kill, so that when it dies in Dominion, it feels a little more justified because that guy killed insert character name. I've kind of narrowed it down, like if they would kill, who it could be. Like there's a character can't die twice sort of rule, so that checks out Brooklyn and Ben because they were presumed dead. And then they came back. Sammy also had a near-death experience, but also because she's married to Yaz, and they wouldn't dare kill the lesbian couple.
Well, to be honest, that's more likely than not because the kill your gays trope exists.
Yeah, but that would start an uproar, and I don't think they'd want that kind of
A
controversy.
well-deserved uproar. Well, I doubt they will because
Yeah, they're not killing Yaz or Sammy. Plus, I personally would be mad if they kill Yaz because she's my favorite character. So that leaves Darius and Kenji, the only ones who have not had near-death experiences.
I'll be fully honest, considering the state Kenji is in, he might just jump into the Giga's mouth.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, Rip Kenji.
Like,
Hasn't really got
I'm
much to
really
live for, has
putting
he?
my money on one of those two dying.
My prediction
I'm
is
also
no
putting-
one is gonna die.
Yeah, exactly, that too. So, that seems to be it.
Yeah.
And much shorter recording time.
Yeah,
Gee, I
a lot
wonder
quicker.
why, Orca.
I did us a favor. I did you a favor for editing.
I suppose so, but it also cut out the reveal of a certain thing.
How dare you?
If
Well,
only I could flash back to that time of when it happened yesterday.
I only. I can remember it like it was yesterday. In the entire show, we could have all 4 of your Velociraptors together.
Yeah! Family reunion! Wait, is that? Hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Is that what I think it is?
I have been holding on to this for 3 weeks for this very moment. This is indeed the Hammed Collection Ghost.
So it was your fault. You stole it from me. You're the one who called. So let me get this straight. I got a good deal on that ghost. You called them, rearranged the address, and sent to you, and then I waited months for it to arrive, and all I got was a refund.
I specifically nicked your ghost.
But back then, I didn't have an argument. This time, I can fight back.
No. 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 Come here.
Indominus, do you have the touch? Do you have the power?
The power!
I will eat you.
You give back that ghost you stole from me first.
No, it's mine. It's rightfully mine.
Thief! Thief! He steals it! Thief! So, final thoughts on season 3? Any hypes? It's coming out in 2 days.
I sure will be watching it.
I sure will be seething.
So yeah, any last words?
That
Yay!
Say something. Too long. So it just clicked to me that I'm not going to be able to watch until Sunday. That's like, and since it's releasing on Thursday, which is such a weird release date, 3 days. I won't be able to watch for 3 days.
that's fine.
The spoilers. I have 3 days to avoid spoilers.
I'll delay my
Yes.
reaction, my watching. Mind you, I do want to watch it last because then I can have my live commentary in chat and me lusting over Ben. But that's and me counting the amount of times the white woman blinks.
Your homework folder's going to be full at the end of it.
Oh, it's already like I've had to get a new hard drive in.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video from beginning to end. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and join the Zainreborn community. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.